I know it's not soup season, but this is so good. Today I'm making cream soup with fresh chard from Grandma's garden. Normally I grow chard too, but this year I decided to do fewer plants and more of each thing. I was actually kind of sad that I didn't grow chard this year, and I almost went out to just plant chard even though it's June. And like the next day my mom called and said she had a bunch of extra chard from Grandma's garden. So I'm super glad that she grew chard this year. You can get bundles of chard from certain stores, but fresh from the garden is always the best. So I'm starting with water in this pan, and in this cream soup I'm adding 12 medium-sized cubed potatoes, half an onion. Where were my onions? I'm gonna add some salt to this, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of pepper. And you can just keep adding seasonings and tasting the soup and just add as you go, just until it tastes the way you like. I'm gonna put this on the stove over high heat until it starts to boil. While I'm waiting for the soup to come to a boil, I'm going to cook some boneless, skinless chicken, and I'm gonna season it with lemon pepper, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and I'm gonna throw in a little bit of butter. Alright, and then just cook this over medium heat for a few minutes. I'm pretty sure I got all the stems off these chard leaves, and now we're just gonna chop them up. You can chop these up to about bite size. If they're a little bit bigger than you want them to be, then that's okay because they shrink in the soup. Here's our chicken, and I'm just gonna chop this up. If the chicken is still raw when you cut into it, you can finish chopping it up and throw it back onto the burner for a few minutes. So I brought this to a boil and I let it boil for about 15 minutes. Now I'm adding 2 cups of milk, 1 cup of heavy whipped cream, 1 large spoonful of sour cream, and I really like the lemon flavor in cream soup, so I'm going to add a little bit of lemon pepper to this. Now I'm going to put this back on the burner and let it come to a boil again. And once it comes to a boil, we're going to be adding a little bit of cornstarch. You can add as much or as little cornstarch as you want depending on the thickness that you like. Once your soup comes to a boil, then you can slowly add the cornstarch mixture while stirring it. After that, you can add your chard and your chicken and let it simmer over low to medium heat for about another 15 minutes with a lid on top. And it's done.